The state of Oregon lies in the Pacific Northwest, bound to the south by California and Nevada, to the east by Idaho, the north by Washington State, and the west by the Pacific Ocean. It's a land of stark contrasts and presents an extremely diverse array of landscapes. From the rugged and wet coastal rainforests to colorful deserts, pristine volcanic lakes, alpine wilderness, with deep snow in the winters and hot and sunny summer days, it represents, for many, peak Pacific Northwest adventure. I'm an East Coaster through and through, but if I were to decide to pack up and move west, it would almost certainly be somewhere in the Beaver State. There's a lot to explore in Oregon, and right now I'm sandwiched between the eastern flanks of the Cascades and the high desert terrain that defines the eastern half of the state. I'm in a part of the world with no shortage of world-class riding, and it's about to get even better. My name is Bryce Scherbach, and this is Underexposed in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Klamath Falls is the county seat of Klamath County, a county that is actually larger than 3 U.S. states. It boasts over 300 days of sunshine yearly, and because it sits in the rain shadow of the Cascades, it's quite a bit drier than many other communities found throughout the Cascade Mountains. The Klamath Trails Alliance is a local trail organization, and they've been working their tails off since 2011 to care for over 140 miles of multi-use trails, and they're the primary reason behind the city being awarded the IMBA Trail Town designation earlier this year. There are 3 networks that the KTA oversees: Moore Mountain in downtown, Brown Mountain near Lake of the Woods, and what is widely considered to be the crown jewel of the area, Spence Mountain, just north of town. I had the pleasure to sit and chat with a retired school teacher turned KTA board president, Teresa Ross, to learn a bit more about the Klamath Trails Alliance and discuss the growing excitement many in town feel as outdoor recreation and trail access begins to boom for this community.
My name is Teresa Ross, and I am a retired school teacher, PE school teacher, and I'm at current time, the board president for KTA, Klamath Trails Alliance. I grew up in Klamath Falls, so I've been here. I moved here when I was 3, and it's obviously a farming community. It was a timber community. Timber has kind of settled down a little bit, but and so there's been kind of a big shift into some tourism. Klamath County is a very beautiful and fun place to recreate outside. It's small town. Has a small town vibe, and it's a little off the beaten path, so most people come here on purpose, not just passing through. But I feel like we've really started to develop and grow our outdoor recreation. Most of our riding starts with pretty chill climbs, nothing too crazy, so that you can get up and have some fun coming downhill. So I just think it's pretty accessible.
Yeah.
It's good family riding. It's not crowded. Like in Bend now, sometimes you get into some situations where there's a lot of coming and going, and so you're being passed or passing a lot, and the trails can get pretty banged up because of all the traffic that they get. And our trails don't have that issue.
Yeah.
So they're super rideable, and they're rideable for at least 9 months of the year usually.
Really?
I mean, last year we were riding the first part of December, and then we started riding again in March. Mm-hmm. So, and that's pretty typical. At least till Thanksgiving, usually it's very rideable.
It's not often that I get to go on such a rad side quest while filming Underexposed, so when I saw that Crater Lake was so close to Klamath Falls, I made sure to build some extra time in to check this national park off the bucket list. Crater Lake was formed 7,700 years ago after a massive volcanic explosion left a deep basin in the place where a mountain once stood, and the centuries that followed saw rain and snowmelt fill the void, resulting in the deepest and cleanest lake in the United States. Sorry for the divergence, I just really enjoyed a good side quest. Come to Klamath for the bikes, stick around a little longer for the natural wonders that surround it.
when I was teaching, I did a lot of biking with the kids and things, teaching PE. And so I kind of got involved in some of the KTA stuff through that and started working on trails and helping out with that. So when I retired, one of the board members approached me and just asked if I'd be interested in taking on an empty position. They were looking to maybe get some more women involved in the group and to start working a little bit more and getting kids and women involved in mountain biking. So I jumped on and decided that was a really good way to do a community service in retirement. And our board does, I mean, you know, you're required to have different titles, you know, and have all the different roles. But our board is actually, I feel, you know, I'm president in name, but our board is everybody is very equal. Everybody has equal say. We have a very, very strong advisory board that also has a lot of input, but maybe just doesn't want to commit to, you know, meeting every month, but they're there for us to call on, and they are very responsive and receptive. So I feel like it's a very, very balanced, equal community. At this moment, I'm the board president because it was my turn. That's kind of how we roll. Everybody works in a different capacity when it's their turn.
Spence Mountain is truly a success story for Klamath Falls and the rest of Klamath County. It took years of hard work, but the eventual involvement of the Trust for Public Land led to the acquisition of the 7,500-acre tract that sits a mile above sea level with 47 plus miles of trails. While it's still a working forest, the reality here is that Klamath County will own this land in perpetuity, and Klamath Trails Alliance will be responsible for building and maintaining the trails on the mountain. It's not only the pinnacle of riding for the region, it's something of a North Star for a community looking to transition from an extraction-based economy to one rooted in outdoor recreation.
I didn't start mountain biking until I was like 46, 47 years old. I rode bikes when I was a kid and stuff, and I did a little bit of road racing when it was first starting when I was young, but then I quit. I started playing basketball and doing other things in life, and I didn't ride. And I got invited to try an Xterra triathlon, and I hadn't ridden a mountain bike, I hadn't swam or any of that, so I jumped into mountain biking pretty late. And it changed my life. It changed my focus. It changed my teaching career because all of a sudden I was having so much fun with it, and it was so accessible that I wanted kids to do it and get introduced to it because I felt like I missed out when I wasn't doing that as a kid. And so I started my bike programs at school, and they were hugely successful, and it was just fun watching the kids discover mountain biking and being outside and playing on the trails. And through that, then when I started working on the trails, I just met these incredible people that are like-minded. And it's just a fun group of people, and they all just enjoy being outside, and they want to give back to their community. So it was, when I retired, I needed something to fill that teaching void, and this was perfect because I can do as much as I want to. And if I need to go, like I'm leaving to go visit the grandkids, I just did the Deschutes, I can make time for that. But I can feel like I'm helping the community to grow and helping maybe the next generation find mountain biking and find ways to help take care of this place that we live in and save it for future generations to play in.
Earlier this year, Klamath Falls was awarded a Trail Town designation by IMBA, a testament to the decades of hard work by the Klamath Trails Alliance and buy-in from local and regional tourism bureaus, along with a heaping helping of assistance from nonprofits such as Healthy Klamath and even the Trust for Public Land. It truly epitomizes the idea of a community effort and captures the real power of trail access. I've talked about the marriage of mountain bikes and legacy before, and here's yet another shining example of how beautifully those two intersect. Who would have thought that riding bikes in the woods could do so much good for the world? Well, clearly, the people of Klamath Falls do.